This is Karl Gerber from the Karl Gerber Workplace. Oh, sorry about that. That's Karl Gerber from the Karl Gerber Workplace Lawyer Show, not the thing you just heard. The point of this is to tell you that there's going to be a show tomorrow at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, February 1st, 2020, Talk Radio 790 KABC. Or listen on this station. It's going to be a good show. I wonder if you're going to hear that noise we just heard. God, what women will do for chocolate. It's just unbelievable. Well, yeah, tomorrow we're going to have a show at about 10 o'clock in the morning on Talk Radio 790 KBC. I want you to tune in. This is going to be episode 94, and we're going to learn about how the coronavirus really started. It didn't start in China. It started in a mobile home park in Corona, California, when Delicious Devine, not the real Delicious Devine, that's Cindy D's supervisor over at Underground Operators, well, the not very good sex robot of Delicious Devine, of course created by Remus Helms, the most important man in Sun Valley, California, was being sold for $1.14 and was purchased by one of these short-term vacation rental properties. And they decided to use her to clean, but you're going to hear that she did some things with those bombs on a Naugahyde couch in the mobile home that cheapvacationrentals.com wanted her to clean, and of course this is how the virus started. So that will be tomorrow, February 1st, 2020 at 10 o'clock in the morning on Talk Radio 790 KABC. I do hope that you tune in. It's going to be a good episode. Good episode. You may remember hearing about Delicious Devine. She is the supervisor at Underground Operators, where Cindy D, the most famous speaking English landline phone sex operator, works. And Delicious Devine is also the one that sold Remus Helms the not very good description Cindy D gave in her rerun phone sex calls. And those descriptions were used to make the Cindy D sex robot that men got stuck in. So it's going to be good to hear a little bit more about Delicious Devine, and we've got a picture of her. It's going to be up if you live stream tomorrow. So you get a full visual of this plus-size lady. All right, this is going to be a great episode tomorrow, February 1st, 2020 on Talk Radio 790 KBC. We're just counting down the hours now. We don't even have 12 hours hardly. Well, we have 13 hours, I guess. 13 hours and 20 minutes to go before this episode starts airing live first thing in the morning. God, imagine that. Getting up early Sunday, or early Saturday morning, I should say, and hearing all that obscene crap. This is the craziest show you're going to hear on commercial radio. It's going to be episode number 94, and just kind of wanted to bring you up to date in a couple things. We've had a lot of episodes this January. I encourage you to listen to the episode last week about the witch hunt. Yeah, witch hunt with the lady from Sent It Music Publishing. It's extremely funny. It's not just about that, inquest trial thing that's been going on this week. It's also about fair use, because the company that she is the chief executive officer of makes 1 minute songs. No, I'm sorry. They make 1 second songs that are no more than one word just to conjure up the song. If I were to sing, Va, you're supposed to know that's the long and winding road, just with one word. So that was a good episode last week. It's been very busy for the Employment Lawyers Group, and so it's been very difficult to do these episodes. They take a lot of time. We're doing them. We're doing them strong. We're coming up with a crazy script every single week on Saturdays, either at 10 a.m. now or Saturdays at 7 p.m. on the station that we're always on, 790 in Los Angeles, or you can live stream. I would encourage you to catch up on all the episodes on this channel or at Workplace lawyer.org. I apologize. Like I said, it's been a very, very busy time at the Employment Lawyers Group, where I actually am a real workplace lawyer when I'm not doing the show or writing the show or producing it or all the other things I have to do with the show, which does take quite a bit of time every week. Imagine coming up with a 5,800 word script. You have the songs that come in and out of the show and jokes sometimes in the middle of the show and sound effects. So it's a big thing to be doing, and it can be kind of tiring when you're working as a lawyer 12-hour days during the week. And lately I've been working in the office on Saturdays and Sundays also. So it's going to be a good show. Tune in tomorrow, February 1st, 2020 on AM 790. If we're not on now at 7 p.m. on Saturdays, we're going to be on at 10 a.m. on Saturdays. That's the time that the most people are going to listen for the weekend. The station wants to show on when the most people are going to listen, and that does seem to be happening. And I apologize for 2 weeks ago not having sketch comedy, but having a little bit more serious show about the biggest problems facing the workplace in 2020 in California. And the second part was San Fernando Valley history, which a lot of people did seem to go to the Karl Gerber with the K channel here and listen to after it was aired. That's always a big topic. I actually am an authority on Los Angeles history, and I think people find that interesting too. And I like to, every quarter, every 4 months, I really like to do a show about Los Angeles history because it's my big hobby, and I have a lot of special information on it that other people just don't have. But it is a little bit different when you have an audience all over the world that's waiting to hear this crazy over-the-top comedy. We're averaging about 20% U.S. listeners on the internet. The rest are in other countries all over the world in different proportions. So this is an international comedy show. It is broadcast live. I do the shows live in Culver City, which is a suburb of Los Angeles. Not really a suburb. That's where the MGM studio was, where they made all kinds of movies. Now it's Sony Pictures. We share the parking lot with them, and it's not far from downtown Los Angeles. But at any rate, we broadcast live these shows, and doing a live show like this is difficult. Timing is always an issue because we know we have commercial breaks and we don't want to stop the show at the wrong place, so that can be difficult. Last week was really difficult, and I may have actually made an error in the script and not put in the break for the third commercial, and we ended up having about 2 minutes at the end where we didn't have the script, and that happens sometimes, and I deal with it. But I thought we weren't going to finish last week because it was a long script and it just seemed like it was going to take a long time. So it's tough doing these live. We don't do retakes. There's only one of these shows that was recorded once in my own studio, and it didn't work out that well, and recorded again and live in Culver City. And that's the only time that we've acted out the whole thing and done the whole thing twice. Sometimes we'll do some lines, we'll practice. Sometimes, especially if it's a voice actor or actress I haven't worked with before, I'll run through some of the lines with them. But we come in, at least I do, and I do these cold. I know some of the voice actresses and actors do spend a lot of time, maybe a whole day, getting these scripts down before they show up to perform. They're professionals. I'm not. I'm a writer and a lawyer, and just kind of play myself on the radio, which comes across, I don't know, you'll have to judge how it comes across, but that is how it works. And so tomorrow at 10 a.m., February 1st, 2020, we're going to be live, AM 790 KABC, for episode 94. It will be a comedy show. It will be very funny. It will be a parody about vacation rentals, Airbnbs, and the coronavirus. So tune in tomorrow, and I will have to say, have a good evening now, but I'll be talking to you real early in the morning at 10 a.m. Okay, thank you for listening.